Hello, and welcome to this episode of Crate Conversations. I'm very excited to be here today with Amy Piacente-Desch of the DART Prevention Coalition. And I met you at a couple of events through a colleague of ours and BMAC, I guess. And I'm really excited to have this conversation with you because frankly, as we were just saying, I don't know too much about what DART does, and I'm really excited to get the word out to the community about what it is that you do. So thank you for coming today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. So DART has been around since 2009. We've kind of existed in a handful of different forms over the years, but our priorities are substance use prevention. So we work really hard to prevent and reduce substance use among youth. But of course, we work with adults and seniors because they're a part of our kids' lives,
of course.
So we kind of change with the trends. We kind of do different assessments to see what's going on and where to kind of focus. But with that, we really focus on four main substances right now. We're focusing on underage drinking, prescription medication misuse, illegal use of tobacco, which includes vaping, and then illegal use of marijuana. And with the coalition, the idea is to bring the communities together. So we cover all of Ocean County, and we work really hard to include the 12 sectors of communities. So of course, law enforcement, local government offices, the municipal alliances, our parents, our youth, our schools, medical professionals, health professionals, a little bit of everybody we love to have involved. And the big thing with us is we are completely grant funded. So whether that's local, county, state, federal, that's how we do what we do.
Right. So you must work closely with BMAC then here in Brick Township, right?
So we've had a long history with BMAC. They're one of my favorites. I'm not going to lie. I love Brandy. So we're always happy to help with anything you guys have going on. And like, we love Brick.
So when you say you work with youth and families, and precisely what does that mean?
So with the work that we do, we kind of do it on a bigger scale. We don't do counseling. We don't do individual type things, but we do have programs in the schools. We have youth prevention coalitions through many of our schools, middle schools and high schools throughout the county. And we do different education with that. We help them do peer-to-peer activities because we know that they're going to listen to their peers more than they're ever going to listen to an adult.
Of course.
And then we try to do some of the different community events that are connected with youth as we can with staff. So that's kind of where we focus with the youth. And then adults, it kind of goes everywhere. Because like I said, adults are part of our youth's lives. So we work with a lot of our communities, a lot of our partnering organizations, the agencies, the health department, even somewhere like Bright Harbor, Preferred Behavioral, they're some of our partners. We work with anybody who wants to work with us because these are important things.
Right. So you help to provide ideas and ways to help youth not get involved with drugs.
We do a lot of education.
Yeah.
We kind of really look at it big picture, you know, building a happy, confident child who can avoid peer pressure is kind of where we look at that. And then we make a lot of this information known to the adults in our community because a lot of them are basing their information on stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, which is a little outdated, right? So we keep them up to date. Listen, the amount of times I've felt old in the last couple of weeks is
Gen
painful.
Xers out there, right?
The worst is when I see Gen Z and they're like, "Oh, I graduated in 2019."
I know. Just wait.
Just wait. But yeah, we try to keep them in the loop on what's going on because things change all the time. You know, our gas stations or convenience stores are introducing a lot of new products that they have no idea because they're being marketed as safe and okay, when in reality they're not.
Exactly. Things like Kratom and
Kratom
stuff
is
like
one
that.
of the biggest problem right now. Big time. Like Kratom has been around for a while, but for whatever reason, it is splurged right now. And it is the number one thing we're hearing really at a national level. Not
and they're
just
calling it natural, I guess, right? Which is like,
there's natural elements
natural,
to it in the same way there's natural elements to marijuana, but there's a whole dangerous component to it that people just don't understand.
Right. Yeah. I will tell you, we did a forum last year or 2024 at the schools. I don't remember if DART was there, but I do know we had our police and we had the prosecutor's office and the counselors and a couple, as they were talking, I had kids in high school at the time. And as each person went down the line, I was becoming more and more horrified by things that as a parent, I really wasn't aware of because, we're all just living our lives. And I feel like I have great relationship with my kids, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't even know everything.
Did your parents know what you were doing all the time? You know, I mean.
They knew I was not a normal child. We'll just put it that way.
I was pretty boring and whatever too. But yes, I mean, you know, I kind of was like I was not the helicopter parent. I was more the free ranger. So I'm hoping they're making good choices.
My mother was a little bit of the rebel. So I think she kept her eyes on me a little bit more growing up.
Yeah. So I mean, you just don't know.
No, you don't.
Right?
And it's impossible to keep up. And with social media and youth having access to so much information that's not even right, that creates a whole other leg of problems.
Yeah.
So we try to do all kinds of education with that. We'll offer trainings, we'll offer presentations through the community. We hold meetings to get our community members involved. We do a ton of different initiatives. With medication, with our senior population in particular, we offer safe medication disposal kits, which helps them track medications, store them correctly, dispose of them correctly. We do trainings for the alcohol establishments to help them make sure they're serving not too intoxicated individuals or those who are underage.
I remember, I know that we approved through the council. Yes, we have an ordinance that does that. I was on council when we did that.
Yes.
So yes, that's
you were one of 6, which
fantastic.
is awesome.
Yeah, that we have that here in Brick Township. And I know we've done things with, for instance, Mayor Student Advisory. I know that we've done the labels on the water at
Sticker Shock.
Yeah, Sticker Shock.
Yes, that's a great one. They love that, especially the kids love putting them on concession stands, which is what you guys do. Rather than going into the liquor stores, it's on the pizza boxes, it's on the drinks at all of your sporting events and everything. Which I love that angle so much.
Yeah, it's a great way. I mean, you're not really, it's not a heavy lift, right? You have the opportunity to get the word out, and people, you know, it's what is this on my water bottle? And it gives them a chance to read about it. Yeah.
It's not in a normal expected place, so it grabs your attention.
Yeah, I think that's great. So is there anything else you want to share about DART that you think the community needs to know? Or is there any way for people to get involved? Or
always a way to get involved. You can reach out to me in any way, shape, or form.
We'll have that information
all of that information there. We have a website that has tons of information. I can share that as well with you. And if anybody's ever interested, you are welcome to attend our monthly work group meetings. Even if you just want to sit and listen, they are virtual.
Sure.
Just to kind of hear what we're doing, some initiatives that we're working on, some latest news events that we like to share.
What are the trends out there that you might want to watch out for?
Absolutely. Even if you can't attend meetings, we love to, a lot of our members are the ones where we can reach out to them if we need something or if we're working on a project and we know they're a great fit, even if they can't attend our regular meetings. That's what Coalition Work's all about, just having everybody around. So yeah, if you have any interest, any questions, I would love to have a conversation.
That would be amazing. Yeah, this is some great information, and I genuinely appreciate you coming and sharing it with us, because now I know I have a better handle on what we do with you through BMAC. And like I said, I've participated in different things, but getting that background about what your purpose is and how we get the word out to everyone from our youth to seniors is really important. So I appreciate you coming today.
Absolutely, thank you.
That's some great information. We will put some of this information up for you so that you can reach out and get more information about what DART does in our community. I appreciate you joining us on our great conversation today, and I hope to see you next time.